Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel in another World of Tanks Blitz video. This time I will be talking about the T-25 to the Tier 7 American Tech Tree Tank Destroyer. So right now I'm on my way grinding the T11E4, and I have to go through this. So I just bought the T28 prototype, but I have still to train the crew and grind the equipment, and then the next one will be the T30. So stay tuned for the review of the T28, T30 and the T11 E4. But in this video I will be focusing on this vehicle, and I'm really pretty surprised how good is this vehicle is actually. And I started comparing this tank with other Tier 7 TDs. This tank belongs definitely to the best of them in overall, in DPM, mobility. This tank got a rotatable turret, we can rotate, okay. This tank got even armored turret, and we can play it hull down. We got here 10 degrees on this tank, so I was really surprised how is this possible that a TD got a turret, got 10 degrees of gun depression, and at the same time we got a pretty strong armor. Let's have a look at it. So here we go. This is how this tank gonna look like against a Tiger II. Well, I mean, we don't need to talk about the frontal hull. We have no upper plate, no lower plate. The frontal hull is very easy to pen, but as we saw, we got 10 degrees. That means we can really play hull down, and that means you're going to show only your turret. And as we can see here, this part here of this turret is just unpenetrable for all the tanks. Even if we take a Tier 8 TD, yeah, I mean, who is going to aim on that very small spot? Of course, there is this part here of the turret, which is weak, but it's also very hard to aim on it. So if you are going rushing on Tier 8 heavies, for example, or Tier 7 or whatever, they will struggle to penetrate your turret. And I will show you also later on the battlefield that if you go hull down, there is a high probability to block some damage while playing with this vehicle. Of course, if you are hiding all this here and showing only this upper part of the armor, the frontal turret, and that's work great using your gun depression. That's gonna be definitely the game changer under the Tier 7 TDs while playing with this vehicle. And if correctly played, this tank is really a beast, and we're gonna do really great battles with it. And what I said is, this tank, as I told you, is one of the best in point of DPM, but not only DPM, as I told you, mobility. It has the advantage as a tank destroyer. We have a turret here, we can rotate our turret, not like the most Tier 7 TDs in the game. So this tank got even more DPM than the famous unknowing E25, the cockroach. This tank got only 3k, and the T25, as we saw there, got nearly 3.1k of DPM. So compared to the most of the Tier 7 TDs, this tank is definitely on the list, and maybe top 3 or top 2. Of course, we can't forget the AT-15A. That's the highest CPM what we can have under the Tier 7s, got nearly 3.4, but the AT-15A don't have, of course, a turret we can rotate. It's slow, yeah, I mean, compared, you can do it also by yourself. I'm not going now to waste your time, but yeah, compared to the most of the tanks, the Tier 7 tanks, this tank is really one of the best tanks, Tier 7 TDs in the game, definitely. And so let's see now what we need for equipment to play with this tank correctly, to perform great battles. And then we're going to jump to the battlefield and show you how to drive this vehicle. So we need, of course, to have a higher DPM. The gun Roma, I'm going for the supercharger, the refined gun, and with that you will have 0.285 of gun dispersion. That's really insane for a TD. We got really an insane precision, insane accuracy. You don't need to go for the enhanced armor because our hull is anyway weak and we cannot maximize it. We cannot also maximize a lot our turret. We got that part there around the gun which is all red, and that's it. So just go for the improved assembly and have more hit points, and that will yeah, with that you will have a higher chance to stay just for, if you are get rushed, longer alive. Maybe it will deal more damage, and that will help you sometimes in critical situations. I'm going for the toolbox, and with that I will have 30% less time to repair speed. So if, for example, I get pushed and they just keep shooting on my tracks, so I have a faster speed, maybe if I use all of my repair kits just to having a faster time to repair my tracks and fall back again. The camouflage net, it's really so great. 71 while not moving, 51 while moving, 23 while firing, and yeah, you can really go very close to the enemy, hide behind a bush, for example, and even you are close, you will be able to fire and not be spotted, and that's also a great advantage. Speed is insane, 34 km/h for a TD, guys. This is not a medium, this is not a light, it's a TD, and that's really insane too. And the high-end consumables, of course, to have longer my adrenaline. So we have here 4.63 seconds of reload time. Using adrenaline, you will have maybe 3.94 seconds reload time. That means that you will be shooting very fast, a lot of shots in matter in 20 seconds, maybe 5 shots, dealing in that 5 shots. Let's see our how much damage, alpha damage we got here. It's also pretty high and fast, 240. So an average, so you will deal using adrenaline 5 shots. That means in a matter of 20 seconds you will deal something about more than 1.2k of damage. So that's also insane, the combination of adrenaline and this fast shooting time and this alpha damage. Penetration is insane. I didn't have any problems penetrating tier 8 or tier 7 heavies. Yeah, so I'm really, as I told you, positively surprised about this vehicle. And now let's jump to the battlefield and see what can we do here with this yeah, American tier 7 TD. Let's go. So the first situation was in map Normandy, and here I picked up for you this battle to show you how insane it is, the gun depression of this tank. So I'm going here to this map actually in a medium spot, and I'm using this hill here only to show my turret to the enemy, sneak my shots using my insane gun depression, my 10 degrees, to farm a lot of damage. Combination with adrenaline, I will be firing one shot after the other very fast, and yeah, look at this, I'm even blocking damage, and that's really working great. And thanks to this fast reload time, we can play very aggressive in a hull down position. Yeah, even we are actually getting pushed, we are blocking damage, destroying enemy tanks, dealing a lot of damage in a matter of seconds. We don't even have 2 minutes in this battle and already 1.4k of damage, and we are talking here about playing with a tier 7 vehicle. Okay, so that's really insane. Look at this of gun precision, even while moving. I was able to sneak a shot on that VZ44, the KV-1S. He don't know what's gonna happen to him now, and boom, here we go. So I'm not spotted here yet, okay, even I'm actually very close to the KV-1S, and now I decided, of course, to rush on the KV-1S. I know what's going on around me, they are there, I can't take damage from them, so use again adrenaline to have again 3.9 seconds of reload time. Wait, I wasn't using here again, that was a bad decision not to use adrenaline in that position, because I got anyway some support. And now let's push on that VZ44-1. Here we go. I was trying to get him, and the Tankenstein blocked me from the back. That's why actually I missed my shot. So yeah, let's keep pushing. So as we can see, we have 480D, a good mobility, insane penetration, precision, very fast reload time. So just insane vehicle if correctly played. And as you see here, we can be also all-rounder. We can move around the map with our speed. It's not like playing with a very slow, I don't know, TD, like yeah, you know, all the Enoic AT series, 1815 and 1815A, and there is also some other lower TDs. I mean slow TDs. So also the S200Y is not that fast like this vehicle, so the combination is just insane. Fast reload time, hull down vehicle at the same time, good mobility, good penetration, so yeah, just insane. And with that here, dealing in this battle 3.2k of damage, even blocking 320 of damage. So that was for me one of the best battles with this vehicle, and that's how I'm actually in general playing with this vehicle. Going to hull down spots, sneaky. It's not necessary to push like me in this battle. You can also go to other TD spots or other hull down spots from distance, farm your damage easy with this insane gun depression and strong turret. And as you saw in the end of the battle, it's always depending on which situation we have on the battlefield. In the end of the battle, you can just start pushing, using mobility, and farm more damage. So yeah, insane vehicle. There's really nothing to complain about it. And now let's check out the second battle I got for you. This second situation, second battle, and the last for this video, it's gonna be a very aggressive battle, a very short one, and dealing also a lot of damage in a matter of 2 minutes. And this again thanks to our fast reload time and high DPM. So we are pushing right now medium side, and things gonna escalate very fast. Here we go. Let's do it. The E25 is there. Cromwell B is there. Sneak shot on that T37. Rollback. So thanks to this fast reload time, we can really play very aggressive. And thanks to this mobility too, and the turret. I mean, I'm just in love with this vehicle. For a TD, this tank belongs definitely to one of the best TDs in the game, but of course we must and should know how to play with it. Actually, it's not that difficult if you know the strength and yeah, the weakness of your tank. But in this case, for a tier 7 TD, this tank don't really have a lot of weaknesses. I mean, this tank got it all. Got mobility, speed, turret, rotation, gun depression, accuracy. That's just insane. So look now how I'm going to farm this T45, a tier 7 heavy. As you can see here, there is no penetration problems. I'm just farming him from distance. Now I will use some premium shells to be able to penetrate his lower plate. Here we go. Change and boom. So no problems at all. We can roll back, we can stay in this hull down position. Even he will shoot on us, maybe he will pen, maybe not, or we will block damage as we saw here. Very fast reload time. We know all that is cool that T45 get also a fast reload time, but I'm staying here in my position and farming him from my hull down position. So just insane vehicle in the right hands. This tank is really so deadly. So try to play it like this as I showed you here in this vehicle. Don't do some mistakes and you will perform really great battles with this vehicle. So that's it for this review about the T25-2, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope I could help you with this review to improve your skills while playing with this tank. And if you are trying to get it, I will say definitely worth it, go for it. Yeah, it's just an insane vehicle. Of course, as I told you, stay tuned. A review about the T28, T30 and the T11 E4 will come soon. I'm working on it right now to get all the Mystic tanks of this line and to do a review about them after, of course, playing some battles with them and mastering the play style of each tank. Stay tuned for that, stay safe, and yeah, see you soon for sure in the next video, guys. Bye bye.